Okay, so I'm going to really quickly go through. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I'm going to really quickly go through all my trades today. And ask the question why I took those trades. Because clearly, I, I seem to have a problem. This is not a good thing. Um, and I could do better. I could do so much better. Um, and it's not good when eventually this is actually 5,000, not three something, because it doesn't show the oh man, this is going to be a long list. It doesn't show the fees and things like that. Okay, so we started off with what we're going to do. I am going to bring this screen here. Okay, so I just keep bringing it in and out. Okay, just make sure this thing is recording. Oh yes, it is still recording because sometimes the volume disappears. All right, so I'm gonna keep looking at this. So it all started with a Tesla. I bought 4 contracts of Tesla and then sold them for a very small gain. And what time did we buy them? 9:31. So that's the first problem. That was a very simple case of FOMO. 9:31. So we bought it here. We bought this candle, and then it moved down, and then it moved back up. And I believe we sold it on the next candle, 9:31. No, we sold it on the same candle, only a few seconds. So we didn't really make much because it reversed. So that's the first rule. I was really worried this was going to cross and then lose money. I didn't set a stop. That was the first mistake. Didn't set a stop. I just bought it thinking, oh, look at this candle, catch this candle. I was worried. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this Tesla as well. So we have 2 different time frames. So yeah, I didn't want to, what's it called? This is definitely the time frame to look at. It's just that this is very difficult to figure out a wedge than this, and this is what I should have done. Just waited. Anyway, so didn't make much out of it. I think I just made like $100 or something. 4 contracts, 0.5 times 4. So that's 0.5 times 200 shares. Yeah, so that's about $100. So, and then, oh yeah, and then I sold the second one just a bit higher. Yeah, exactly. So 2. Then I bought another 4 again, and this time lost money. Did I? Sold them again, bought. So, oh, actually, I was making money. I didn't know what was happening. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So, why did I take that trade? FOMO. This is just FOMO. I was trying to catch a falling knife. That's what that was. There wasn't any reason to take that. I was like, oh, double top, catch this. This is going down all day. That was my issue. And that's the first thing. FOMO. This is going down, test it. And then I just saw the speculative demand. I was like, oops, bad idea, because I bought it here, bad idea. Then it broke it, then I bought again over here. And I was kind of aiming for this, and then it reversed, and that's when I sold. You see, this is the thing I need to figure out. Like, if I'm going to buy here, where is my stop? And I never asked that question. Where is my stop? Because if you think about it, this place to this place, if that was really going to be my stop, $5 times 4 contracts. A contract is 50 shares, right? So that's 200 shares. 200 times 5 is $1,000. That would have been my stop. So $1,000, and where was I aiming for? A really bad risk to reward. Wasn't thinking. See, this thing was not thinking. Anyway, so that was the first mistake. Next one, I went to PLTR And yeah, I was just buying contracts without even thinking, just buying. PLTR, I did that at 9:37. In fact, I even jumped at like seconds after. So let's go have a look. What was I doing? PLTR. PLTR 9:37. More formal. Oh, how did that happen? All right, here we go. And were there calls or puts? Calls. Actually, I even bought Tesla calls too. My goodness. Yeah, anyway, PLTR. Oh, I have to go back to why I bought those calls. I think I bought them here because it broke. I don't know. I'll have to look again. Ah, I know why. Let's go back to Tesla. Let's go back to Tesla. Oh my goodness. This is very disappointing. Here, no, that was Friday. Here, oh my goodness. You see, what is so weird is Friday, same issue. Anyway, so I bought calls at what time? Bought calls at 9:35 and sold them at 9:36. So 9:35 here. Oh yeah, because it broke. I see why. So I think I had a trend line here. It broke this trend line and I bought this. I think it was just going to go up. Because this is what happens here. Not here. But that's why I bought it. Thinking this is just going to... Anyway. Such a volatile... Anyway, so that was calls. Then I bought puts at 9:41. By the way, every time I bought it, as you can see, everything went up and everything. And then 9:41 here, I think I was buying. Yeah, I thought this was going down. Oh my God, because it was breaking. Yep, it broke low of day. And then I thought I'll just go down. It just looks so stupid when I look at it now. Like, why would you do that? No, and this is in hindsight because you're like, oh, because it went up. No, we always wait for this to form, but I didn't. I could not be bothered. I was just trading like a kid. Then I bought PLTR at 9:37 calls. Okay, 9:37 and sold at 9:30. Ooh, 9:37, 9:37. Okay, so let's have a look. PLTR and PLTR. All right, so 9:37. What did we do today? $9.37. Because it broke this, so I bought calls. Oh gosh, because I broke this. Oh man. You know, I don't know what to say because last week I remember seeing this come down. I was like, okay, if it's doing this, this is not a wedge because this is just VWAP. So the next leg will tell you, and this really was this. And then when I notice this does this, then at this point I know this is invalid. I need to now find a new top. And as you can see, it was in a trading range sideways. This was not the best. It was just choppy. There were clues. Even looking at this, there were clues. A lot of clues that this was choppy. And this was a double top. But this basically was nothing to trade today. There was nothing here to trade because it's not clear what it's doing. No clear direction. This is just a trading range. I need to learn how to stay away from this. I really do. Yeah, I need to stay away from this. So that was PLTR, and just, yeah, just jumping in. And I didn't really have really good demand areas anyway. I mean, if I took it from here, at least if it didn't work, I could always get out, right? Anyway, and that's something I need to start doing. Um, if I'm gonna play supply and demand, then just play it there and put your risk tight. Because what I've noticed now is when I play it here and it comes back, I have a tendency to want to get out. But if I get in early, I'm still going to put my risk here anyway, because this is always going to be my risk here. So I'm like, oh, that's volatility. But just get in and then just, don't have a hard stop, but I have a soft stop. And if it keeps going down, you just get out. Anyway, so next one. PLTR was that, and then we now went back to Tesla 941. I think we talked about this one already. I think this is the trade that I should have taken, and I was now distracted by Apple because Apple was so strong. 941 calls, right? 941, where are you? There we go. Yeah, puts at 941. I played puts. I obviously lost some money on that one. 941. I played puts. I don't know why I played puts. Then I got out and then I jumped in, and this is the problem. Then I jumped into Apple calls and then I jumped out for a loss. But the jumping into Apple was the right play. I just didn't know why. I don't know. I jumped out. I remember seeing this double bottom. So what was going on? Apple call, I got in with 50 contracts at 956. Oh yeah. At this point, it was done. And it was puts, right? 956 calls. Oh yeah, because I saw Apple so strong, I was like, it's probably gonna be that day going up, and so I bought calls. Meanwhile, really what I needed were puts, but I wasn't ready to take the risk, so I bought calls, and it didn't work. I mean, what else did I do? I went to Tesla puts at 958. By the way, look at how many trades I've taken already. 958 Tesla. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to just come to this and come to this. So we have both. So 958. Did I buy calls here? Puts. Because I had a zone here and I was expecting a reverse, but the problem was there were no stop losses. So I jumped out again. Loss. This is where I was losing money. Jumping in and out. Then I jumped into Tesla calls at 9:50 at 10 o'clock, 10:07. Yeah, 10 o'clock. Jumped into calls here. Then I jumped out, I think. Yeah, jumped out. Jumped back in. Jumped out. Yeah, and it just kept going up, but I jumped out out of fear. And I think this is the point where I should have just said, stop trading for today. You are not making good trades. Then I go into PLTR calls, and as you can see, I lost 0.2 on 50 contracts. At what time was that? 10:04 to 10:06. Around here. As I look at this, I think this is a joke. I got in with calls, right? Because of this. I assumed, but you see, fair enough, fine. This didn't work out. Maybe this was the play and it didn't work out. But there was no stop set. No stop loss. And I entered with too much. So that was PLTR. Then I went into Tesla calls. At what time? 10:08. Yeah. I bought all of them and I sold them again for a loss. Then I went into Apple puts. Just laughing at myself. I bought 30 contracts and I sold them exactly at the same price I bought them. A break even. At what time? At 10:09. I didn't even let the time move. Oh my goodness. 10:09. Where are we? Let's move back. I almost want to cry. 10:09. Here. I bought puts here. And I know why I bought. Wait, was it puts or calls? Puts, yeah. Because I just left this area, head and shoulders. I was like, okay, cool. The low reversal. Then I sold it. And then went back to Tesla and started playing puts. This actually worked out a bit. This actually worked out. 10, 10, 10, 11, 10, 10, or 10, 11. Yeah, there we go. What was that? From 10, 10, 10, 11 to 10, 13. So 10, 11. Here we go. To 10, 13. So I got out there. Maybe I bought it here and got out there. Because there were puts, right? Yeah. Then I bought calls. There's no stopping you, bro. And you lost money. Then you now bought puts. Oh my God. At 10:15. This is a joke. 10:15. You now bought puts. Because I was like, oh, head and shoulders. And you jumped out again. Oh my goodness. Then what else? I now bought puts. And then I now sold the puts. I now bought more puts, sold, more puts, sold. Apple puts. This one worked pretty well actually. From 10, yep. Yep, here we go. So I bought Apple puts. I even bought a lot of them, 80 of them. I didn't stay. I was hoping to get to VWAP. And where did I buy it from? At what time? 10:21. Here. I think it was on this candle. And I sold it here. I think I made $1,000 from this little move. Just this tiny move. This is where I should have bought it, or even this, because look at this. So I could have bought it here, put my risk here. I don't need to be using so many contracts. But I did. Stupidity. It's like I've forgotten how to trade. Oh my God. And then I sold the puts. Then I went to Neo. I remember going to Neo. And then, yeah, I remember buying them here and then sold them when they went up. And then, I don't even want to go through this. I think there's a theme already. Then I went to Cat. Cat was doing well, and then I lost money on Cat. And yeah, I went to Caterpillar. I was desperate at this point. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I basically tried to catch that run. Wow. I'm just laughing, looking at this and seeing this. I went here and I ran away. I could have made the money back, but I realized I can't trade like that. I cannot trade without risk management. You can't do that. So I jumped in with 20 contracts. That's all I needed, 20 contracts. Or almost made 1,000, and then just so it came back down. And where were we? So we got in at 10:34. 10:34. Yeah. Yeah, we got in on this candle. I think we got in at 10:30, around 10:35 or 36. Yeah. 10:34. Where are we? And then we jumped out at 10:35. We didn't even give it any time, and then jumped back in at a higher price. And then we jumped in, and then we started losing money, and then we jumped out. I think this is where I said to myself, I think I'm not doing well. I went to BA. Okay, at this point, I think I'm done. I even went to BA to play puts. Made some money at 10:39 to 10:39.50, so only 20 seconds. Only 20 seconds. Why was I playing puts? What time did I get in? 10:39.53 to 10:39.54, and I played puts 10:39. Yeah. It's a joke. I started buying stock in Tesla. I started buying 100 shares. I remember selling them and buying them, and I was losing money. Same thing. I don't even want to go through this again. I think it's clear. Went to space, went to Tesla. Oh, just look at the time. Just over trading. Even bought this volatile stock, made some money, but only bought 100 shares because it was so volatile. I think this is when I started trading properly, because I was in at 24 and got out at 35, so I was in for at least 10 minutes. This was actually okay. So that's PLTR at 11:39. And I took it because the market started reversing. I was watching the SPY, and I noticed it didn't go away. Yeah, this is where I bought it. Yeah, and I made a video. So I jumped in around 11:39. Yeah, got in on this candle. This was a very painful trade. I got in on this candle with so many contracts. It rose, and then it came back down. And of course, there are options. So even if I got in here, there was slippage, which probably got me here. I was losing money at this point. It's weird, right? No, I added, and then that made me lose money, but I should have just stayed, let it come back up. But then I jumped in again, then came back down. So I lost money on this beautiful trade, because look at this area, triple bottom. My target was VWAP. I don't know if it ever got to VWAP. No, it never did. But at least we have a top of a trading range. Could have just gotten out here. I think I played how many contracts? If I go, and this is the thing about today, is that I could say, oh, I could have just stayed. Yeah, I had 100 contracts. So that is 100 times 100, so that's 10,000, 5,000 shares. So from here to here, 5,000 shares is 350 times 5. So that is 740 times, hang on, 350. I'll just put this in my calculator. So that's what, 0.37 times 5,000 shares. It's $1,800. Anyway, but the risk was too much. And then I went on, bought more. And at this point I said, I'm done. I even went to the left. said I'm done. I'm not trading right. And what could I have done differently? Waited for this structure to form. This would have given me conviction that look at how clean this is. It's not choppy like PLTR. PLTR is super choppy. Like it's not very clear what's going on. Extremely choppy. Maybe this could have worked, but very choppy. This was super clean. This was super clean. That's the first thing I need to look for. Really clean setups. And all I needed to do was just catch this. I could have even just, once it got here, I already know what to measure as my risk. Because I can just take it down to this point, or even the base of the candle. Okay. Risked how many shares. And this I could have bought shares for. But 0.39, right? So 0.39 divided by 250, no, 3.83, that would have given me 65 shares. So all I needed was let's just say 66 shares divided by 2. So I just needed 2 contracts with a delta of 0.3, 2 contracts. But 65 shares I could have bought. I had the buying power for that. And because they're shares, I can manage the trade well. So now we're looking for at least 2. Okay, so 0.38, whatever, we're looking for 0.38, so I think it was not 38, sorry. If my risk is 3.97 actually. So let's just say 60 shares. Right, so 250 divided by 3.97. Yeah, 63 shares. So let's just say 60 shares, right? Just for slippage or whatever. So we're going for 3.97 times 2, 7.94. 7. Yeah. This would have been a good exit. Made $500 from this alone. Then we now have a bull flag. I don't know if I would have taken it. But the moment I seen this candle, I don't know if I would have taken it because of this bull flag. We're at supply, so I wasn't ready. I could have just taken half, but I wasn't ready. And at this time, Apple was here. So this would have been a great place to play maybe over here. What is this? 0.34. So 0.34 divided by 250. So 0.34, 250 divided by 0.34. 750 shares. So 735 shares. So that is, so let's just say 735. How many? 735 shares. Now, how do I work out the delta? Oh, divided by 100. No, so divided by 200. I got 3.6. No, that's not right. Sorry. So 3. Hang on. So we have 250 divided by 0.34. Again, 735 shares. So 735 shares, right? Divided by 1,000. Or in fact, 735 divided by 2,000. So we just need 2,000 shares or 2,000. Yeah, so 20 contracts with a delta of 0.36. That's all we needed. And then what are we looking for? Because here we're aiming for, this is 0.35. We're looking for 0.7. Here we go. And that's our day done. Way before 10. Our day's done. But of course, we could take this down. Here. I won't even need to trade again because we've treated two setups. One, and there's another one here we could have taken here to here to this point, 0.39. Okay, 0.39. Let's just say 0.4. So 0.4250 divided by 0.4, we have 625 shares. 625. Okay, so if we take 2,000.625, 625 divided by 2,000, that gives you a 0.13. Just get 20 contracts, 0.13 delta. We're going for 0.8. And we're already here, and this just went up. They were just strong bars. No reasons to get out. This would have been amazing. Because now you have 735 shares. 735. Hang on. 0.250 divided by 0.4. 625. So times 2.26. 1,004. Like, this was a trade of the day. Done. Like, you just don't even need to do anything. All right, so what are the lessons to learn? Because I'm now going to walk for a bit and then start. It's only 4:30. I don't know whether I need a procedure which says before I get into a trade, figure out what the stop loss is, figure out what the entry is, and then set the target. I don't know if that's what, and then just leave it. I don't know whether that's what I need to do. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I really am not sure. Because I can't let what happened today happen ever again. This cannot happen. It cannot happen. I can't just be, if I want to be a trader full time, I have to instill discipline. Look at this one. Here. This would have not worked. I think I need room for, but this one have worked. Even though it worked up here, it wouldn't have worked. And I don't think there was a demand area here. Yeah, double bottom. Eventually got to target. Yeah, but it wouldn't have worked because I did not plan to trade this today. Yeah. How would it have been on the 5 minute? And I think we should just ignore this chart from now on. I'm beginning to think we should just ignore the 1 minute completely. Forget about, just find your wedges this way and take it from demand areas. Yeah. Some people actually take the trades from here. They don't take it from up here. They don't wait for the break. They just keep taking it from here. And then if it doesn't break, they get out, wait to the next one. So they could have taken it from here, gotten up here, and then get out there, come back here, take another one, and then get out there, take another one from there. If it breaks, they stay in and they just watch it. All right, I'm gonna stop now. I have a lot of thinking to do.